All right, good morning, everyone. And welcome, parents, families, friends, and certainly our students to our spring student recognition ceremony. We're glad that you're able to join us this morning and celebrate how hard our students have been working up to this point of the school year. Now, we understand it's early. We saw many yawns as you were walking in, and we appreciate that you came in super early in the morning. But we wanted to be sure that we gave all of our students the opportunity to be here, because we have many students that attend BOCES programming, CTE programming, different EverTech, different BOCES programs, New Visions, and we wanted to give them the opportunity to be part of the special program so they don't miss it during the school day. So this year, as always, we have been focused on academics, certainly, but we've also had another focus, a continued focus on shaping our culture here of compassion and empathy. Continuing to develop a building where our students treat each other with respect, care, and they treat each other with kindness. A building where kids are excited to come and learn and be with each other and be with their friends. This is an opportunity to publicly recognize some of those amazing students that have played a role in doing just that, in helping to form and grow the culture and to continue to make Windsor Central High School a great place. These students in front of you have been chosen by their teachers because they have consistently demonstrated character traits that we look for in all of our students. Traits such as respect, humility, kindness, perseverance, hard work, and gratitude, among many others. They are the leaders of our school, and we're proud to be recognizing them this morning. When I call students up, you can come forward, receive your certificate from Mrs. Warwick. As you receive your certificate, I will read the nominating teacher and what they wrote about the student. Students, after you receive your certificate, you can stay right up here, and after I read about 10 students, we'll get a photo, okay? Audience, rather than you clapping for all of our students, you don't have to clap for everyone. I'll read about 10 of them, then we will clap for the whole group once we're finished. So with that said, let's get started. Our first student we want to recognize is Asia Quinn, and she was recognized by Mrs. Oliver for demonstrating responsibility. Come on down, Asia. Asia puts forth her best effort every day in advanced drawing, oftentimes coming in multiple times a day to work on our projects. She is also a valuable member of the yearbook club. I couldn't do it without her help. Keep up the great work, Asia, and I appreciate you. The next student, and by the way, I'm going to read every student because we're recording this for all families. That way, if a family was not able to attend this morning, they can still watch it and celebrate with their child. Our next student is Paige Maynard, also recognized by Mrs. Oliver for responsibility and kindness. And Mrs. Oliver said about Paige is that Paige goes above and beyond in class each day, and she always does her best work and stays focused on her projects. I can always count on Paige to help her peers in class. She is appreciated for her work ethic, kindness, and responsible behaviors. Keep up the great work, Paige. The next student is recognized by Ms. Pavelis, and it is Stella Irons for responsibility. Stella goes above and beyond in her work in studio art. She stays focused on her projects and challenges herself to do her very best. Delaney Dixon is also recognized by Ms. Pavelis for responsibility. Come on up, Delaney. Delaney comes to class every day, willing to immerse herself in her work. She is creative, self-disciplined, and such a hard worker. Vanessa Lear is recognized by Mrs. Anderson for responsibility. Vanessa takes responsibility every day in vet science. She always makes sure the animals are all happy and well taken care of. Our next student recognized by Ms. Anderson is Hunter Galusha. Hunter is recognized for kindness, and Ms. Anderson says, I see Hunter being kind to his classmates every day. He is always willing to lend an ear or a shoulder to a friend in need. Andrew Bennett is recognized by Mrs. Minor James for responsibility. Andrew goes above and beyond in all he does. He goes out of his way to help and is willing to do what others refuse to do. Miss Minor James also recognized James Rick for growth mindset. James is excited to learn anything that is hands-on based. Whether sculptural welding or power mechanics, he is always pushing himself to learn the why and the how. And Haley Gurman is recognized by 2 teachers within the building, by Mr. Rathmel for respect and growth mindset. Haley comes to class daily and treats everyone in class with respect and is always willing to contribute to class discussions. She is prepared and eager to learn each day, and as a senior in the class with sophomores and juniors, her approach is contagious. And Mrs. Gilbert recognized Haley for respect, empathy, compassion, and being a team player. Haley was one of the first to volunteer and fill in for roles when anyone was missing during drama club. Haley originally just wanted to be backstage, but then put themselves out there and auditioned for an additional role, taking on more responsibility. Haley always made sure to clarify directions and contribute to several staging ideas for musical. Haley also shines in basic rock and also strives to do their best. They have become a true leader and demonstrates what it is to be a Black Knight. And our last one in this group is Madison Rice, who is recognized by Mr. Rathmel for respect, responsibility, growth mindset, appreciation, kindness. Madison was fantastic in my personal finance course. She gave great effort to each day, asked questions, and participated in class discussions. She was always respectful and kind to her peers. And Mrs. Webb recognized Madison Rice for respect, responsibility, acceptance, gratitude, appreciation, empathy, and kindness. Maddie amazes me every day. It has been a very long, hard road for her. However, she is always positive. I've never seen anyone roll with the punches like this kid and come out smiling, a strength that she shares with everyone. Keep it up, Maddie. So those are our first 10 students. Let's give them a nice round of applause. You're going to look right up there, hold your certificate up, get a photo. Yeah. All right, all set. You may return your seat. Thank you. All right, our next student is recognized by Mr. Wenka, and it's Ella Maxian for responsibility and kindness. Ella always does her best work and is extremely creative and thoughtful. She is an asset to the classroom, which is demonstrated when she provides useful and kind feedback to her peers. Bravo. Chase Ralston is recognized by Miss Angelo Simmons for respect and responsibility. Chase walks in every day with a smile. He contributes to class discussions with insightful ideas, and he always completes his work on time. He respects his peers and is a great role model for classroom behavior. James and I enjoy having Chase in class this year. Ryan Hershowitz is also recognized by Mrs. Angela Simmons for respect and responsibility. Ryan comes in every day ready to learn. He offers thoughtful ideas to class discussions and is respectful to everyone. He's a hard worker, and I wish more students were like him. James and I enjoy having Ryan in class this year. Jace Barton is recognized by Mrs. Bry for respect, responsibility, acceptance, gratitude, growth mindset, empathy, and kindness. Jace has been an integral part of Key Club for these last 4 years. With Jace's leadership, we have put on 3 successful field days. Jace has served as our treasurer, managing thousands of dollars, and now also our president, leading the club in volunteering and providing social engagement activities while also helping our community. Jace will leave a big hole in our club when he graduates. Carol Wazowitz is also recognized by Mrs. Bry for respect, responsibility, acceptance, gratitude, appreciation, growth mindset, empathy, and kindness. Carol is Key Club's chief salesman for the necessary task of selling Gertrude Hawk. Carol is also a star student in college English. He doesn't procrastinate. He is one of the first students to finish an assigned novel on time and earns a perfect score on the reading test. Carol is humble, kind, respectful, and overall a wonderful person who also provides tech support. Thank you, Carol, for being a true Black Knight. Atlas Blewett is recognized by Mrs. Briggs for respect and responsibility. Atlas is a very respectful young adult and always prioritizes academic responsibilities. Atlas adheres to school rules and treats adults and peers with respect and kindness. Isabella DeTore is also recognized by Mrs. Briggs for responsibility and growth mindset. Izzy is a great student, always attentive and on task, and responsible to report to advisory when requested by any teacher. Izzy asks questions to ensure she can complete coursework appropriately and prioritizes making improvements, demonstrating growth in her skills. Sarah Woodruff is recognized by Mr. Szerzinski for responsibility. Sarah's work ethic is outstanding in English class. I know I can count on her attention to detail and insight on every written assignment. Nathan Piercy is recognized by two teachers, Mr. Szerzinski for responsibility. It can be difficult to transfer to a new school, but Nathan has made it look easy. He's always quick to get going on the task at hand, and Nathan has earned the respect of both his teachers and his peers. And Dr. Leap recognized him for growth mindset. Nathan is a very polite, respectful, and eager student. He is always looking to improve in his academics, and he is a pleasure to have in class. And our last student in this group is Gavin Jacobs, recognized by Mrs. Page for growth mindset. Gavin has demonstrated incredible growth over the past few months in English class. He is regularly engaged and even offers to assist his peers by explaining various class concepts to them. Let's give this group a nice round of applause. All right, hold your certificate up. Let's look right up there under the projector. Take a photo. And parents, if you want to come forward, you can always certainly step forward and take a photo as well. All set? Great. All right, Nathan Watkins is recognized by Miss Page for responsibility. Nathan is quite social, but he consistently demonstrates responsibility by completing his assignments first, and he does it well, asking for clarification when needed and remaining engaged in lessons each day. Lauren Bry is recognized by Mr. McKeon for responsibility and growth mindset. Lauren is always a first student in the room, and she remains on task and takes her academics seriously. Lauren has consistently shown kindness and respect to all of her classmates. She is willing to work with anyone and help them as needed. Kira Christ is recognized by Mr. McKeon for responsibility, growth mindset, respect, and kindness. Kira works hard every day to produce high-quality work for human body systems. Her lab notebook is a thing of beauty. Kira is quite quiet and soft-spoken, but is always willing to work with anyone in class, treating everyone with kindness and respect. Michael Price Ellis is recognized by Mr. Sager for all of the character traits. Michael is a valuable leader among their peers, often tackling challenging topics with courage and insight. Her willingness to engage with difficult subjects encourage her classmates to participate more fully in our discussions. Tristan Stokel is recognized by Mr. Sager for all of her character traits. Tristan consistently demonstrates a unique talent for thinking abstractly, which has enriched our conversations and allowed for deeper exploration of key concepts. His critical thinking skills and willingness to engage with complex ideas have made a lasting impact on the class dynamic. Ella Stonehouse is being recognized by Mrs. Boyuka for responsibility, acceptance, empathy, and kindness. Ella is an exceptional student who exhibits kindness toward other students that is unparalleled. I constantly see her having positive supportive exchanges with her peers, whether she knows them well or not. Ella makes an effort to lift up everyone around her. Her positivity is contagious, and I'm so lucky to have her in my class this year. Brianna Snowball is recognized by Ms. Boyuka for responsibility, appreciation, growth mindset. Brianna is taking 2 math classes this year, which is a very hard thing to do. There's not a day that Brianna doesn't come in ready to work with a great attitude. She advocates for herself when she needs extra help and is very appreciative of the help she gets. Keep working hard, Brianna, and great job. Brooke Quick is recognized by Mrs. Cullen for respect and responsibility. Brooke is always focused and on task, and she is always doing exactly what she is supposed to be doing. She's on time, attentive, and works hard both independently and during group work. Keep up the great work, Brooke. Sabian Hanek is also recognized by Mrs. Cullen for responsibility. Sabian has the best attitude. He is happy to put in extra work during advisory and after school to do his best. Sabian goes out of his way to be kind and always has a smile on his face. Our last student in this group is Samantha Ackley, who is being recognized by 2 teachers. Mr. Karatnik for responsibility. Samantha puts forward her best effort when she is working on individual work and during lessons. Keep up the good work. And Mrs. Parsons recognized her for responsibility, acceptance, and growth mindset. And Samantha has shown so much growth this year in all classes, but particularly math class. Samantha was unsure of her skills at the beginning of the year and has persevered and gained so much confidence in her skills and improved work ethic. Let's give these students a nice round of applause. Hold your certificate up, look up top. All right, go to work. Our next group of students starts with Anastasia Elmer, recognized by Mr. Karatnik for responsibility. Anna is hardworking and will continue to work on assignment until she has completed it. She always takes great pride in her work and performs at the highest level. Ember Warren is being recognized by Ms. Pendergast for responsibility. Ember has been working hard in class and comes in outside of class time to work on improving. Her effort is outstanding, and she is always respectful and polite. Peyton Otis is also being recognized by Mrs. Pendergast for responsibility. Peyton always shows her determination to do better. She works hard in class and comes in outside of class time to keep working on her math skills and improving. Charlotte Hanyon is recognized by 2 teachers, Mrs. Rogers for responsibility and kindness. Charlotte is an exceptional student. She is hardworking, kind, and always tries her best. Keep up the great work. It's also recognized by Mr. Smith for kindness and responsibility. I can always depend on Charlotte to be in good and cooperative mood in class, which spreads to her classmates. She was always on task and ready to work. Brooklyn Taylor is also recognized by Mrs. Rogers for responsibility and growth mindset. Brooklyn works hard in algebra class. Brooklyn is an active participant in class and always willing to try new concepts and be a problem solver. Thomas Giguno is recognized by Mrs. Gilbert. Responsibility, being recognized for responsibility, resilience, and growth mindset. Tom has never been on stage before, and he demonstrated true resilience and growth mindset by dedicating himself to his role and trusting the process. He showed tremendous growth over the last few months. Way to go, Tom. Kaylin Daly is recognized by Mr. Morano for responsibility. Kaylin works hard to make sure that Music Suite is functioning at a high level. If something is being organized, cleaned, or set up, Kaylin is the first one to lend a hand. Frank DiGiulio is being recognized by Mr. Morano for work ethic and positivity. Frank is completely dedicated to anything he is involved in, whether it be late-night musical rehearsals or cleaning the building after everyone else heads home. Frank gives 100% in every facet. Further, Frank constantly encourages his peers and treats everyone with kindness and respect. Way to go, Frank. Eliza Shoemaker Mitchell is also recognized by 2 teachers, Mr. Zapak for growth mindset and responsibility. Eliza's interest in music plays out daily in her positive attitude and ownership of the learning process. And Mrs. Italy for kindness, empathy, respect, responsibility, and growth mindset. Eliza is a kind and compassionate student who always participates in Spanish. She leads by example, showing empathy, respect, and a genuine desire to make a difference in the classroom. Her positive attitude makes her a role model for her peers. And our last student in this group is Brianna Blanchard, who's being recognized by Mr. Zapak for growth mindset. Brianna's inquisitiveness leads to astute questioning and therefore a deep personal connection to classroom content. Let's give this group of students a nice round of applause. Good. All right. Congratulations. All right. Next student is Cooper Tracy, being recognized by Miss Marshall for respect, responsibility, acceptance, gratitude, appreciation, empathy, and kindness. Cooper has taken another student under his wing to help him with skills he struggles with. Cooper has been a great mentor and a leader in class, always showing respect and kindness to others. Students in the class look up to him. Dylan Terrell is being recognized by Miss Marshall for respect, responsibility, acceptance, gratitude, appreciation, empathy, and kindness. Dylan has also taken another student under his wing to help him with skills that he struggles with. Dylan has been a great mentor and a leader in class, and he always shows respect and kindness to others. Also, students look up to him in class. Cody Anderson is being recognized by Mr. Nolan for work ethic. Cody's dedication to fitness and his work ethic are uncommon. He is a great kid, and congratulations. Giovanna Sacco is being recognized by Mr. Nolan for positivity. Gia always brings a smile and enthusiasm to every class. Congratulations, Gia. Cameron Wallace is being recognized by Mr. Potenza for responsibility. Cam demonstrates responsibility in class by leading by example and always giving his best effort. Addison Stockholm is being recognized by two teachers. Mrs. Sibley recognized her for kindness and growth mindset. I have had the pleasure of having Addison in my class for the last 2 years. She is extremely kind to her classmates and teachers. She is constantly trying to improve and do her best each day. Great job. Mr. Potenza says Addison demonstrates responsibility in class by leading by example and giving her best effort at all times. Michaela Rogers is being recognized by Mrs. Benson for responsibility. Michaela demonstrates responsibility by always putting her best effort into all the work she does. She always comes in for extra help if she needs it and completes her work quickly and efficiently. Keep up the great work, Michaela. Alex Young is also being recognized by Mrs. Benson for kindness and responsibility. Alex comes to class with a positive attitude. He greets me at the door every day and always shows kindness to his peers. He works diligently on every assignment and seeks feedback on difficult content. Keep up the great work, Alex. Rachel Carvin is being recognized by two teachers, Ms. Corbin and Ms. Parsons. Ms. Corbin recognized her for kindness and says Rachel shows kindness towards her teachers and peers daily. She often stays after a few minutes to clean up the classroom. Rachel always checks in with everyone to make sure they were having a good day and never fails to put a smile on our faces. And Ms. Parsons recognized her for kindness, respect, and gratitude. Rachel has the sweetest soul, and she tries to make everyone smile every day. In the classroom, Rachel is always looking out for others and helping others in need. I want her to know that her kindness to others is seen and acknowledged. Our last student is Shannon Lippa, being recognized by Ms. Corbin for growth mindset and responsibility. Shannon is a very hard worker, and she consistently seeks to help and understand difficult content and is willing to go above and beyond what is asked. She is an extremely driven student. Keep up the great work. Let's give this group a round of applause. Just a few more groups. Next student is Noah Capelli, being recognized by Mr. Haberly for respect, responsibility, empathy, and kindness. Noah's a hard worker and always goes out of his way to show his teachers and peers respect. He's always taken pride in his work for my classes. He's always been kind to myself and his peers. Thank you, Noah. Alexis Sandu is also being recognized by Mr. Haberly for respect, responsibility, growth mindset. Alexa is an impressive student who always shows great attention to detail. She is reliable in class and never fails to be kind and respectful to myself and her classmates. Thank you, Alexa. Phoebe Fennessy is recognized by Ms. Safari for responsibility. Phoebe consistently demonstrates responsibility and a strong work ethic. She always completes her work quickly and efficiently. Thank you for all your hard work, Phoebe. Madison Hayes is being recognized by two teachers. Ms. Safari for responsibility and growth mindset. Maddie is a hard worker who consistently puts her best effort in. Maddie is an active participant in class, asks great questions, and is always willing to help others. Thank you for your hard work, Maddie. And Mr. Smith for growth mindset. Maddie did not have the start in AP World that she would have wanted. From the beginning of quarter 2, she has worked hard inside and outside of the class to improve her historical thinking skills and content knowledge. I am very proud of Madison's resilience and dedication to self-improvement. Tatum Garino is being recognized by Mr. Schmidt for growth mindset. Tatum has consistently been at the top of her class in science all year. She participates in class and makes a class more enjoyable for everyone. Josh Cantone is being recognized by Mr. Schmidt for growth mindset. Whenever I needed something done in trades, Josh was willing to try and help, from simple jobs like cleaning at the end of class to complex jobs like finishing and electrical. Josh will be a great addition to any construction team. Ryan Oliver is being recognized by Mrs. Andretta for growth mindset. Since transferring to Windsor in 9th grade, Ryan has demonstrated tremendous growth in many areas. I am very proud of Ryan. Riley Williams is being recognized by Mrs. Andretta for respect. Riley brings a smile to my face every day in advisory. He is always kind and respectful to his peers and also brightens my day as well as his classmates. Congratulations, Riley. Trista Ann Lewis is being recognized by Ms. Herzog for respect, responsibility, and growth mindset. Trista Ann shows tremendous responsibility in her academics and her future goals. She is always working hard to not only complete her assignments, but strives for excellence in everything she does. I am so proud of her dedication and her hard work. Desiree Garrigan is recognized by Ms. Herzog for respect and responsibility. Desiree consistently puts in a great effort in class, arriving prepared and eager to tackle any task given to her. Though quiet by nature, she shows respect for both teachers and classmates. Let's give this group a nice round of applause. All right, congratulations. All right, our next group. Two more groups. Taylor Keeley is recognized by Ms. Gage for responsibility. Taylor has worked hard to learn new skills in class and is starting to complete the tasks independently. Great job, Taylor. And Daniel Gonzalez is also being recognized by Ms. Gage for growth mindset. Daniel is always striving to improve in a classroom. He is vocalizing more often in the classroom to let others know what he needs. Great job, Daniel. Kylie Weed is being recognized by Dr. Leap for growth mindset. Kylie works very hard in her resource room to improve her academic skills. She is an eager student to learn. Congratulations, Kylie. Cameron DeGroat is being recognized by Mr. Leonard for growth, mindset, and respect. Cameron has become an amazing self-advocate and has taken charge of her work. She is a tenacious learner and is having a real academic glow-up. Caleb Hagerman is recognized by Mr. Leonard for growth mindset. Caleb is a hard worker and a great asset to the class. He puts himself out there in class, volunteering and providing insights while still keeping his good sense of humor. Mia Clausel is being recognized by Mr. Milanich for growth mindset. Mia has shown growth over the course of the school year. She works hard in her classes and seeks help when she needs it. Her sense of humor and work ethic have helped her do well. Anthony Plessia is being recognized by Mr. Milanich for respect, responsibility, and growth mindset. Anthony is working hard in class. He volunteers, answers, and advances class discussion. He works well with his peers and shows respect towards all in the class. Mr. May has recognized Owen Hershowitz for responsibility and growth mindset. Owen is an outstanding student who consistently stays on task and puts forth his best effort in class. He's highly motivated and takes pride in his work, always striving for excellence in everything he does. Owen is a pleasure to have in class. Mr. May also recognized Parker Lake for responsibility and growth mindset. Parker has excelled in U.S. history all year. He actively participates in class discussions, offering insightful contributions that enhance the learning experience for everyone. His ability to balance focus and humor creates a welcoming and engaging learning environment. Our last student in this group is Paige Kiola, being recognized by Mr. Mills for appreciation. Paige is always engaged in a lesson and acts as a role model to her peers. She contributes frequently in class discussions and group work. She often asks thought-provoking questions that help her peers understand the materials on a deeper level. Thank you for being a leader in a classroom, Paige. Let's give these students a nice round of applause. All right, our last group, Edison Garino, being recognized by Mr. Mills for growth mindset. Edison is an exceptional student who always exhibits excellent work habits and attitude. She always strives to do her best and tirelessly works to improve her skills. Keep up the great work, Addison. You should be proud of your progress. Dominic DeLuzio is being recognized by Ms. Malloy for growth mindset. I have had the pleasure of working with Dom in Global 9 this year. He is the most engaging student I've ever had. His thirst for knowledge is insatiable. That'd help if I read the word right. He asks deep, analytical questions daily that add a special quality to the classroom. I am grateful to him, and I know his classmates and I have learned a lot from him. Chelsea Steckel is being recognized by Mrs. Malloy for kindness. Chelsea is an outstanding student that goes above and beyond to reach out to her classmates with extreme kindness. She notices when people need support, and she provides a friendly smile. She makes people feel cared for and invites others to share their feelings. Ava Mangino, being recognized by Ms. Sibley for growth mindset. Social studies does not always come easy to Ava, but she continuously advocates for herself and seeks out help when she needs it. Ava has made tremendous progress since the beginning of the year. Kevin Cantone is being recognized by Mr. Simmons for responsibility and growth mindset. I really enjoy having Kevin in class. He always works hard and helps his table mates. I never have to ask him to come in to make corrections. When he needs to, he advocates for himself. I wish I had more Kevins in my class. Carly Brown is also being recognized by Mr. Simmons for respect and responsibility. Carly is a lot of fun to have in class. She always works hard and always tries her best and is willing to share her thoughts. She's also willing to work with many different students in class. Oh, and she is also willing to laugh at my jokes, whether she gets them or not. Keep up the good work. Marianne Tuttle is being recognized by Mrs. Drum for respect, responsibility, acceptance, empathy, and kindness. Marianne has always demonstrated respect for all. Marianne has a genuine desire to learn. I have seen Marianne grow over the last 3 years, and I have no doubt that she will continue to grow and become a fantastic individual. Regan Pangburn is being recognized by Mrs. Drum for respect, responsibility, appreciation, growth mindset, and kindness. Regan is enthusiastic about learning French. Regan has even found ways to continue learning French outside the classroom. His progress and pronunciation are fantastique. Avery Decker is being recognized by Mrs. Herringshaw for respect, responsibility, growth mindset, empathy, and kindness. Avery is always engaged in a lesson and works hard to constantly improve in his knowledge of French. He is kind to all with his respectful and courteous interactions and is a pleasure to have in class. Bravo. Melanie Blazier is being recognized by Mrs. Herringshaw for respect, responsibility, growth mindset, empathy, and kindness. Melanie actively participates in French class by taking risks to put language together. She is kind and respectful to everyone in the class and works well with her peers. Bravo. Eli Russo is being recognized by Mrs. Italy for respect, kindness, responsibility, growth mindset. Eli is a very considerate and respectful young man in Spanish class. He listens carefully, follows directions, and stays focused on his work. He is a positive addition to the classroom. Ryan Green is being recognized by Mrs. Perry for growth mindset. Ryan's participation and effort has improved significantly this quarter. He is putting in more thought into his work, and his written and verbal responses in Spanish are getting better and more complex. Keep up the great work. Kirsten Yadlowski is being recognized by Ms. Perry for respect and responsibility. Kirsten is an active participant in class and always does great work for me. She does excellent quality work, asks questions when she needs to, and is polite and respectful. And she has a good sense of humor as well. Our last student, Zachary Dwyer, is being recognized by Mrs. Webb for growth mindset and responsibility. Zach has come so far since last year at this time. I could not be more proud of him, and he is still not fond of schoolwork. However, he knows that it must be done, and he does what it takes to get it done. Congratulations, Zachary. Let's give these students a nice round of applause. Thank you, guys. You got it. Congratulations. All right, so we recognize 93 students this morning. These 93 students are the students that helped shape this building into what it is. So let's give all of our students a nice round of applause this morning. So on behalf of myself, Mrs. Warwick, and entire high school staff, congratulations. And students, continue to be leaders of the student body and keep up the good work. To the family members who joined us this morning, I thank you for taking time out of your day. I know it was super early to get here, and we appreciate you being here. We appreciate the families that are going to be watching this later on at home. And I appreciate all the work and support you have done to raise fantastic children. So thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day.